friend, I don't know what fire you're currently walking through, but God does. And He wanted me to get on and to encourage you, to tell you that one, you're not walking alone. That verse that says when you walk through the fire, you'll not be burned. And it also talks about how we're never alone, that He's here with us, to fear not, for God of angel armies is on our side. And that He has created you in such a way that these flames, they're not going to burn you. They're not going to destroy you. I know it looks bad right now. I know you're so very afraid this thing is just going to decimate you and it's going to be your undoing. But God wanted me to share this picture that He gave me a while ago when I was feeling that very same way. I was feeling hopeless, and I was feeling like all this, the fiery darts of the enemy that he had, shot my way, that they had started a fire, and everything in my life seems like it was going to be destroyed. And I was so very afraid that I too was going to be taken out, and that this was going to be my undoing. But as I walked through these flames of all that was left of my life, and it did start burning off the cloak that I was wearing, but this amazing thing happened, that instead of me being decimated and destroyed by the flames, I actually became the flames. And God kind of reminded me of, like, in the superhero movies like Fantastic Four and the different ones, where when something happens, it ignites something in that person and it like rewires them. And so they become these superheroes, right? And God was just telling me, like, one, you're my child, you're made in my image. I have instilled things in you that you don't even know about. You have superpowers you don't even know about. And two, that this thing that you thought was your undoing is actually going to be your catalyst to greatness, to all the things that you thought you could never achieve, to all the things you thought you would never be. That this burning that you're experiencing, this flame, this hardship, it's not going to be your undoing, it's going to be your making. And yeah, it is going to burn off some things. It's going to burn off all those wrong way of thinking, right? But it's not going to actually destroy you. You are going to walk through this and you're not going to be burned, friend. And then He reminded me too of, like, these superhero movies that I love to watch. And one of the reasons I love to watch them is because once the people get these superpowers and they become these superhumans, they don't just go lock away the giftings and the talents that they were given through this hard thing. Usually it happens, in a very painful way, and their whole life being destroyed and everything they knew is just gone, right? But they don't decide to go and just lock that away. They end up choosing to use it for good. Friend, that is what God wants to do with us and our story. He wants to use this thing that the enemy thought that would decimate us to be our making. He wants us to be those flame walkers, those flame bringers, like that thing that the enemy thought would destroy us. It couldn't destroy us. Instead, it made us. And now we are weapons in the hands of God Himself. And the enemy better start running, because he started something that God is going to finish in and through us. So friend, I just wanted to encourage you that whatever you're walking through, you are going to make it. You're going to get through, and you're not just going to kind of make it, just barely make it. Like, this thing is going to catapult you into all that you were always meant to be. And you are going to help others. Your story is going to help others. You are going to be a beacon to the broken. You are going to be that superhero that is going to go in, and through God's power, you're going to save the day in someone else's life, because right when they need it, you're going to be able to offer them hope and healing and love, the same type of hope and healing and love that you were given. Friend, you are a bright light. The enemy can't stop it. And in fact, he thought that, oh, I'll just send fire. And instead of it decimating you, it made you. So the joke is once more on him, friend. You are mighty in God. And I cannot wait to hear all the amazing things that are going to come from this hard, excruciating time. I know it's hard right now, friend, but it's not always going to be like this. And one day you're going to be looking back and you're just going to have a big smile on your face, because you're going to see how this time was in fact your making, and all the beautiful, amazing things that came from it are going to take your breath away. Friend, I love you. You've got this, and you're going to make it, and you're going to do amazing, wonderful things. I love you.